Hey, love bugs, it's Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing, extended, beautiful family, as always, thank you so much for the love and support. It is constantly appreciated and really appreciated. So, with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of the video, or you just tell me about your empathic experience. And if you feel like the videos are uplifting or just give you a good vibe, you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or just even a fellow empath that may be needing spiritual guidance or confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you edit, give a girl a thumbs up, like, and also share. And so, on social media favorites wherever you see fit. And with that being said, I hope you're able to resonate with the video, and thank you for the constant support. I'm using spiritual moment. I'm gonna use these through the next few videos. I'm trying to get is called seven is by spiritual moment. Is called 741 hertz. Stop overthinking, worry, stress, release inner conflict and struggle. I think that's it, right? Oh yeah, meditation music. And the video I'm doing today is Twin Flame 101. Heyokas, when it seems like situations are going straight left, knowing God is testing your faith. And when I say he truly is, oh my goodness. The last few days have been kind of heavy. Been really, really, really heavy. And, it's just like the last few days, I just shut down all communication, with anything, and just allow myself to focus on myself. I always tell people real quick, I'm heavy on that self-care. You have to be able to honor yourself and just being able to take those time out for yourself, for just seeing, everything that's going on in your life, being able to see how far you have come in a lot of different things. And yes, even though you may be experiencing a lot of heavy moments, because it just seems like it is just on constant rotation, like you're getting hit back to back to back. And I see a lot of people that I'm connected with are having a lot of situations that's taking them into a in a dark moment where it may have you shift your focus on what things are uncovering. And a lot of times it's like, I have to remind myself that anything is taking place in your life is for a reason. But if it's something that, somebody's trying to do something, or a situation that you're being placed in, it was basically holds the energy of, manipulation, control, deception, lies, anything that is being pushed out there for a negative, a negative situation that you're being brought into. It's just to be able to see how much your strength you are allowing yourself to be into, and there's a lot of things that's taking place about that it can put up a lot of distractions in your life, because I have had moments in my life where I felt like, I'm trying to be in my purpose, but it just seems like things are not unfolding like it would. And, and it's just, it makes you want to step back at times and make you want to say the hell with it. I've been doing these things and I'm doing it for the, I'm taking action without any expectations of receiving anything back, because I know what it felt like to go through situations like this. And I'm trying to be that person I needed when I first started my spiritual journey within my life. And it's like, I really enjoy my purpose and stuff like that. But it's just like, when I feel that uncertainty in my life, where I know I don't want to be a hypocrite, and I don't want to tell people to do something some kind of way, and I'm not honoring my own advice. And so I allow myself to step back so I can reevaluate, everything that's taking place into that point. And right now, what is being taught to me? What do I need to see? Are you allowing yourself to see past the distractions, or you're allowing yourself to see this through a ego vibe, or something that's not positive, where you're lowering, it automatically lowers your vibes, your frequency, different things is being taught to you, where even when it comes to people may be very hateful towards you. And it's that situation basically that is like, you're going to keep having that happen until you allow yourself to honor yourself and cut those cords. And a lot of times God will have those type of people in your life to where they're very hateful. And everybody's playing their part into your life. You've been with me for a while. You have heard me say that you are the main actor into your movie. You're actress, actor, and you got to be working hard so you can get that, the supporting actress or supporting actor, or, the actor of the year, the movie of the year. And you're doing that within your standpoint of your life. And it's just like you're going through so many different things on your own. There's a lot of wounds that you're trying to allow yourself to face, no matter how hard it is. And you're really trying to allow yourself to heal, because there's a lot of things that's coming up. It could be stuff from childhood trauma, something that really just rocked your boat into your life to where you probably still have anger or resentment towards those things. And God is allowing you to know this is no longer needed in your life. We know these things hurt you to the core. We know you're tired, but it's just like, when I want to see the best in you, the worst in you has to be able to part ways. You learn the lessons from those from those bad experiences in your life, whether it's time for you to forgive yourself. You're having to allow yourself to forgive the people that may have put you in a situation. And it can be one of those things that really, really hit deep. Really hit deep. And just allowing yourself to know these. I have to tell myself, when I start thinking about things that I'm going through and I'm really trying to shake that stuff off, is just being able to know that if I didn't go through this situation, I wouldn't be in the purpose I'm at now. And it's allowing me to not just help myself, but being able to project my experience to be able to help others. So a lot of times I have to keep reminding myself of all the goodness that has came out of my traumatic experience. I'm connected with a lot more like-minded people. I'm no longer connecting to things that's not honoring my path, or, something I'm not even, I don't carry that energy anymore. So it's a good thing that even when I might be in solitude, is allowing me to not have any distractions in my life. I still try to do my little light working. I place my vibes where somebody may need it at that time, or being able to give that person a a friendly reminder and say, you got this, and a lot of times our blessings come through the midst of diversity. We going through them storms and knowing we about to face the sunshine real quick. That sunshine gonna be kissing you on your cheeks pretty soon. But it's like everything that's going on in this world. And it's just like, we're troopers, because you're dealing with your own stuff. You're trying to live in your own purpose. You're trying to be able to heal through your missions that they're being guided to. And then you sit up here, dealing with everybody else's energy at the same time. If I don't show warrior, I don't know what the hell do. And that's evolutionary right there, because you're taking on everything at one time. And that mess is not easy. It's not easy. And somebody can say, oh, it ain't that bad. I love change. You a damn lie. And if you are, God bless you. Because if you were able to love stuff that you're going through right now, and it just has you have a mind, just a positive mindset through all that, I'll give you much props. But with me, like I told y'all the other day when y'all saw me crying, my daggone Powerpuff Girl daggone shield wasn't on. Right. It really wasn't. But that was at my point. I was being honest about the emotions that I have. There's times where I feel like the situations I've been in really held a heavy burden on me, where I know it could have really put me in a dark place, and I could have been somewhere, and not in this platform that I'm doing right now, but God guided me towards a different direction. Just saying, no, I know what this situation do. I know how you are when you get into that point, but I'm allowing you, I want you to be able to guide yourself through the purpose, because your experience brought you to the platform you are, to be able to connect with so many different people, even when experiences are a negative experience, or it's a positive one. There's certain things that you're still learning through those times. And a lot of times you're facing a lot of heaviness in your life, even when you're trying to stay strong in your purpose that's taking place in your life. There's a lot of diversity you're still dealing with as well, with situations that can really have you depleted. And I see a lot of people that are going through that right now. And it's just like, I understand that. I can totally relate to it, because a lot of times, especially if I know somebody's on a platform, I'm connected with them on social media, and they're pushing out their personal situations that they're going through. And it's just like, what can I say? Because I've been through certain things, but even if somebody was to say something kind to me, I'll truly appreciate it. But it's like, if you're seeing that person that is very wounded at that time, and they're really trying to allow themselves to shake it off, a lot of times that's really hard to do, especially if it's something that hits you really deep. And I'm just like, Dad, what do I say? And I just try to tell somebody, I'm there if you need me. I'm really praying for that person, because I know, you may be able to, it just depends on what is going on in somebody's life. You can't tell them to shake it off or get over it, or, anything. But it's like those heavy moments. It's allowing you to face the parts of yourself that you didn't know that was still there. People will come back into your life that really has done you dirty, or you're not honoring yourself from all the different things that's telling you need to disconnect from that person. It don't matter if it's a wife, a husband, a baby mama, baby daddy, a child, or whatever is that. And I try to say child is where they're a lot older, not when the ones, the little toddlers and junk like that. And, no, I'm just talking about when you have did your part, all those different things. I faced all of it, and it's just like, it's hard. It's really hard. If I allow myself to say I can't hold wounds against those situations, because I'm allowing myself to take accountability from the parts that I played in my kid's life. But, the other things that's taking place, I'm just saying, I'm only taking responsibility for what I did, and I can allow myself to do that. I'll try not to talk about the other things that took place in my life, and I'm allowed God and the deities and all the other ones handle that part. But I'm having to be honest about the parts that I played, and I work on those things every day. And it's not an easy moment for me to be able to really face something that has really just hurt me to the core, had me pissed off, made me want to take a couple of lives out in the process. But it's just like I had to allow myself to step back, because I know my spiritual reinforcements, just like yours, can do far more damage to things, especially if it's built on personal gain or anything that is going against what should have been done, and a lot of times it feels like, the enemy is, all the way up there. And it's just, we have to be able to focus on ourselves, and it's hard. That's where your strength comes in, because you're allowing yourself to separate something that's out of your control. And I know that's a lot. That takes a lot. It's just like, it's easy for somebody else to say that because they're not dealing with the situations you're dealing with. But it's like with me, that's where I know my power play and my strength really comes into play with that. And it's just like allowing myself to stay in where I need to be, allowing myself to not be a pessimistic on everything that's taking place, because not everything is what it seems. A lot of times these situations are in our lives for us to really see how strong we truly are. And those are the things. It's just like, you may not like everything that is coming against you like that, and it's really hitting you hard. If it was something simple, you'd be like, okay, I'm over it, whatever. It may, it may sting up for a day or two, or even a couple of hours, and you're, whatever. But it's just like, it gets you to that point where, God really knows your, God really knows. I'm sorry, y'all. One of my Facebook things came up and scared the mess out of me. Where it is really showing you, where your strength is lying at, and where you need to allow yourself to focus on. If this is something that is not going to upgrade you or anything like that, this is going to be this situation, any situation that you're dealing with, and they know that it hurts to the core. This is where your strength really comes in the faith, and they always keep on saying, this is the midst of change. And when you're winding up different things that is breaking away from your connection, things start to hit heavy. And anything is being presented to you that is not on a positive format on how it got there, because it's like you could be dealing with somebody and they're purposely doing something to you because they want to get a rise out of you. I've seen it where even when you disconnect from people and like, look, I myself ain't got time to play these things, and people be having you are on their mindset. You are that thing that they have to constantly stay, to be able to make you suffer in any kind of way. And it's just like, I had to allow myself to see, this is where my strength really comes in at, because mine is deep and mine is, it's not that far away. And that's where I know my strength came from. But it's just, I'm trying my best to be that person I needed when I first started, and there's a lot of time I could be mad at God, whatever, being confused about what's going on. And it's just like, I know I may not understand what you're doing, but I know you setting something up for me. And a lot of times you don't feel that way, because even when you're pushing out positivity, you still have to embrace some kind of diversity, some kind of hate that somebody else is doing. People projecting on you all day, left and right, left and right, left and right. Because it's just like, we have a balance out. You're trying to face all the wounds that you have in your life, to where you're trying to allow yourself to heal from everything that's holding you back from being better. Then you got people that you become that prime subject I don't want to see them happy. I don't want to see them do nothing. I don't want to see them do anything. That has nothing to do with us, even though it may be personally a quick shot that they want to do for that. But this ain't all about them, because it's like anybody who is in their right mind and in, positive vibes and not insecure and not, did or just being straight toxic. Nobody goes out their way to try to hurt somebody or trying to allow them to better themselves, because some people feel like they're the only ones entitled to being happy. Blessings is only deserved to you. And it's a lot of time people need to understand you can't be the only star in the sky. I always believe everybody can be in a moment of happiness and let it continue to flourish in your life, even in my enemies. But I always tell people, I wish you well. I wish you all kind of happiness and joy, but not based off of my problems, not based off of my, my burdens and the things that I go off of. Because when I look at everything in my life, I'm just like, oh my God, y'all MFers, can y'all just get another subject? Get out my life. I don't even think about you. But it's just, but then at the same time, when I say that, when I see how people just keep me on that, on that vision board on what they need to do to me, I can also stay focused. When you don't want to deal with certain situations no more, certain people, and you really, because if I keep putting my energy on something else, that's where you're putting your power into. So let me allow myself to invest my power within myself, knowing that I'm going to keep helping people as they help me, connecting to be able to bring a better platform to myself, or interacting with other people that think like I do, or we can be able to flourish, bringing a whole bunch of good things together. I don't have time to be thinking about enemies. I ain't got time for people trying to block my blessings. I send blessings to you, but I also keep my shield. Many different things that's going on in this world, in this world. And it's just like to move forward into our lives, to really just say, we're just trying to understand that mission, that purpose that we're being guided to. No, it is not easy, because like I said, you're dealing with your own personal situations. You're trying to get yourself over a hump. You're trying to make a better life for you, maybe, and for your family or anything like that. But it's like you're already dealing with your own personal situations, your old wounds, things that you need to forgive yourself from, the others you need to forgive yourself from, as well as the things that's coming out in the world. And what I'm just saying, it's just like, it's sad when you're seeing all these, these situations that's going on all over the world. But the beauty I love to see from those situations that people are standing up for a good cause. And it's like, it's sad it has to be that way, but that's usually how things go. There are certain situations that it affects the world within a whole. And there's people that are the ones that's causing it, and the ones that are just trying to get justified to make something better because of what somebody else has done, and it's just like everything is becoming balanced out. But it's like, if you allow yourself to really back up, you're starting to see things of how people truly are, their intentions, their mindset, what are they using, what are they doing, you're really seeing that true form of them. Illusions are getting thinned out left and right, left and right, left and right, left and right. And is really showing you what it is. But we're at that purpose is like, we're showing people through our circumstances that has really wounded us in many ways that you can change. A lot of people want to feel like the things that has taken place in their life that really hit deep, there's no coming back from that. And I feel like everybody has had something in their life. And if you have not, I think that's a beautiful thing. If you really have not been hit to the core or traumatized from anything, but the ones who are, you're showing that how my tragedies, there's so many different people that I know. And it's just, I pray for people that have had tragedies and this really took them down a worse path than they already have. People do a lot of things like that. And, but there's a lot of times where that your cause, what your mission is you're facing everything that has tried to slow you down, stop you, end your life, all these different things that has impacted you in a heavy type way. And now it's like what is taking place into your life is like being able to know good things can come out of bad situations. good outcomes can always come from bad situations. They want us to be able to see it like that. And, I had to be on that type of, situation. I go through a lot of different things. And then when I allow myself to really see how my situation is really unfolded for me and good, it may be drawn out or anything like that, but that's where the beauty comes in at it, where you don't know what's coming around that corner, but you have to have faith that something good is coming out of your situation. And a lot of times when your heart is filled with heaviness, confusion, hurt, pain, anger, anything, something in the pit of your stomach is always trying to tell you, like, it's going to be okay. I know you may not see it as that, but this is bringing something to light. Things are happening to take place. If you're moving forward and you're being honest with yourself, you're being honest about what you project out, you're allowing yourself to take accountability on things that needed to be healed and fixed within yourself, things that need to be cut loose, you're going to win the game. You are, even no matter how much it feels like there could be an enemy of the state with you that's taking place. When you're making power plays in the positivity, you're going to come out on top. And that's a lot of times it usually comes through these things that is just you didn't even see coming. And that's where that goodness is coming from those things that you have constantly had to face within your life that really shook you. I look at a lot of things every day, and, I give my family up above and, the people that I connect with here. It allows me to, really allow myself to see how this is going to unfold, not quitting on myself, not quitting on other things that's taking place. If I got to take a break, that's fine. I'll take a break and then come back stronger than I did when I left, but just keeping it real. When you're allowing yourself to be transparent, yes, there's some wounds I work through on an everyday basis. Yeah, there's a lot of things that I wish I can just clap back for, but it is not no point. Allowing myself to handle things as a positive matter, what a strong person would do. I used to get to that point where I snap at people or I had to have the last word. Now it ain't even kill people with kindness. If I know you're not flourishing me or having anything that's coming good out of my life except me being strong for the things that I went through, I'm just not going to allow myself to even get an airplay. I say I can't. You see what happened? You see what is being shown to you? Okay, take a mental note and keep on moving. And that's where your faith is really being tested at. Allow yourself to keep moving. Wherever you pray or whatever you do, just get that clarity in your life. Allow things to be, we have to surrender, and a lot of times it's hard to be able to do that because sometimes when we're in that midst of change, we tend to, we're in that midst of change, we resist what is trying to unfold, and we're not realizing when you're seeing all these little notifications like, hey, stay focused on what you're doing. No matter what's going on over here, stay focused on where we're trying to take you. You may not understand what's taking place in this situation, and maybe having you just totally, it just caught you off guard, but stay focused. That's where your strength really comes from, because if you're dealing with so many different things around you and you're not paying no mind to that, that's where your strength comes from, because you're not allowing yourself to entertain something that was sent there to strengthen you in the first place. And a lot of times it's hard for you to do that because it's a very deep thing. And they know that's where, when you have to face the worst enemies in your life, and a lot of times the worst enemies is within yourself. That is not easy to do. That's not easy to do, because a lot of times we'll just try to ghost ride that, take a curve to it. Like, I can deal with everything else except that. No. I can't deal with that. Let me just deal with everything else. It's like, no, this is the thing that's really holding you back. And I want you to face that. And I really want you to face it. And I'm just like, all right, whatever, and just go ahead and do what I have to do. And it's not, it don't feel good. It really don't. But then it's just like, I find that peace within that. Like I said, I love doing my videos. I apologize, y'all, with the viewing quality. I guess it's just because my computer, what I have is not taking that format that I have. So I'm just using what I got for right now. Hey, it is what it is. As long as I know I'm allowing myself to grow within those situations, I may not have everything I need to have to do my channel, but, I'm using what I have, and just being grateful for that. When you show gratitude for at least what you got, that brings in more blessings, and pray for everybody who is going through something right now, because we're all facing a lot of things that tend to be heavy. That really, really tends to be heavy. And it may have you in a mess of confusion. It may have you frustrated and stressed out and depressed. But it's just like, I just really feel that everybody who is facing certain things like that, so many beautiful things is going to come out in the outcome from you facing those things. Don't allow yourself to get back at nobody. Don't allow yourself to speak ill will, and I have to be able to tell myself that at times, because, I have to see how to curb mine. Like, I'm just tired of going through stuff. But then it's just like, everything has a reason for happening the way it happens, no matter what folks are doing, what enemies you have out there, they're going to stay fixated on you. When they see that light in you, they want to do any and everything to make it dim. God's going to allow you to keep moving focus, and that's going to be you're going to be a night light. And it's like, keep them lights on. You'll be like at quality, and it's like, we keep the lights on. But yeah, everything's unfolding for your life. You have got people really protecting you, praying for you. And I have to be able to tell myself, thank you for things that I didn't know that was going to take place in my life, that it really could have harmed me. Took me out of straight commission, but y'all didn't allow that to happen. And just being able to, surrender, that's why I had to do, I said, anything that's holding heavy on my heart, I wanted to be able to part ways with that. And a lot of times that's what, universe is asking you to surrender all your issues. We're taking care of it. It's already been taken care of anyway. But a lot of time, our psychological, that can really put us in a standstill. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video. Y'all got a Zoom meeting I got to get ready to go to. And I just started off so late. I'll probably start finishing the rest of my videos out after that, depending on how I feel. And I will just talk to y'all in the next video. Let me go ahead and give a post notification shout out to Brian Dodry. Much love to you. Stacy Boatwright, as well as R Evolved and Sage Riley Reckon. Much love to you. And I will see y'all on my next video. I'll leave all my contact information in the description box below. Like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Share is truly appreciated. I love y'all's support. Thank you so much. And, I hope whatever you're trying to manifest into your life, I hope and pray it comes so much bigger and better than you ever expected, and comes sooner than you actually anticipated. Even through social networking, through distance, make sure you give out love, light, positivity, words, vibes, frequencies, because you never know. All those things really take somebody a long way. And I will see you on my next video. Much love. Peace.